Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Black Talent TV's Be in the Talk, a podcast where we have engaging conversations with influential guests in the entertainment industry. As always, I'm your girl, Simone Jackson. I'm your podcast host for today. And before we get right into our guests, I just want to do a quick thank you to our sponsors for today, Koss Headphones. As I said, they call themselves the original stereophone company with their different ranges of headphones, high-quality sound, and noise-canceling technique, plus their comfort fit. Headphones is perfect for filmmakers, musicians, and, of course, podcasters like me. But as I said, we have a really great special guest here today. I'm eager to get back to her, so I would like to welcome Miss DomiNque Perry. She has a very, very huge acting list. She's an actress. She was starting to Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. She also stars as Tasha in the smash hit Insecure, and she also has a guest. She also guest starred on She also guest starred in Underground, and she also starred in American Hero with Steffendorf and Eddie Griffin. Please welcome Miss DomiNque Perry. Hi, DomiNque.
Hi, Simone. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Miss DomiNque. I'm really excited to have you on here. We're really happy for you to come down here and sit with Black Talent TV. Like I said, we are super excited, and I just want to say thank you because, again, I know you're a busy woman. You have a lot more, credentials to your name, and you got a lot more coming. So, and we know you're busy with Insecure, so we're glad you came down and sit with us today.
Oh, not a problem. Anytime.
So speaking of Insecure, like I said, smash hit, really huge success. I know you probably get asked this all the time, DomiNque, but we got to know here at Black Talent TV, what was your reaction to getting the call that says, hey, we want you on Insecure with Issa Rae? What was that like?
Oh, it was indescribable, to be honest with you. I was so excited because when I read for Tasha, her initially, I was like, oh, I have to be this girl. She's so strong. She's so relatable. And I said, I want her by any means necessary. So, a few weeks went by. I didn't get the call tomorrow that I got the role. So here I am thinking, I saw a table read, a picture of Issa posted of the table read. And I'm like, oh no, they cast someone. So I was a little distraught. But then when they called me and said that I got the role, I was just so excited because I knew that the show was going to be a banger. I didn't know that it would be as big as it is now because, we were just now starting up. And, I was new to LA and stuff, so I didn't really know the LA vibe. And at first I didn't know the big impact that Issa had, via YouTube and how she was coming up. So I was oblivious to it. So I was like, oh, wow. So I didn't even know this woman was just phenomenal as she is. So working with her was just amazing. And when I got it, it was just like, oh, it's here. It's here. It's an indescribable feeling. Like I said, I was so excited because I really liked Tasha. It wasn't just about the show. I really liked her as a person, and I liked that character. So being able to embody her was just amazing to me. I was so glad that they gave me that chance because so many women, went out for it. But just the fact that HBO and Issa and Prentice and Melina, believed in me, and they didn't really know me from a can of paint, I was like, okay, let's do it. I was so happy. It was a really happy feeling.
That's awesome. Like I said, Black Talent TV audience and we like watching you on Insecure. You do kill. You slay your role. So I'm so glad
Thank you.
Yes, I'm glad that you got it because you bring such energy and such, I don't know, you're a breath of fresh air. And if no one's ever told you that, you're a breath of fresh air. And, I said before, you're welcome. As I said before in the introduction, you starred in the movie Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Two biggest names in comedy. Now, I've always say that comedy is hard to do just because of the timing, just because sometimes the joke can go flat. For you, how was it like to work at work on a comedy movie with such huge comedy names? I mean, that's got to be nerve-wracking. You had to keep yourself, on your ball and on your toes because, working with Kevin Hart and, Will Ferrell, you never know what they're going to say or do. So how is it working with them, but not only working with them, but working on a comedy role? Because like I said, I feel like comedy's hard, but you nailed it. So how was that process?
It was pretty, it was nervous energy for me, but it was also I was eager as well because I had been waiting for a moment, been acting for so long. So I was like, okay, here's my chance. And I'm getting thrown in with the wolves, you know, with these two big A-listers. So it's triple A-listers. So it was like, and then the first scene that I did, the first day that I was on set, they actually really put me out there. And it was a deleted scene. They never showed it, but it was me improvising with Will. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like y'all just gonna have me the first day. I don't even like, okay. So y'all just gonna have me improvising with this man and I've been watching since I don't know how long. But okay. And that just really broke the ice for me with Will, and working with him was great. He's really humble and quiet off set. I know for me, my experience working with him, he was really quiet. As far as Kevin, they kind of stuck to the book, but Kevin would joke even on and off set. And I had met Kevin before. He didn't remember, of course, you know, I was a nobody, you know, but, you know, I still have some climbing to do. But even then, you know, to Kevin, I was like, he didn't remember that. But it was still, you know, it was a familiar face because, like I said, I had met him once before. So it was really cool. As far as the comedic timing, they really made you feel comfortable. T.I. really made you feel comfortable. And then also with filming, the more you do it, you get more familiar with it. So if we're doing the same take like 10 times, you know, you get more and more comfortable each take. So it just made the comedic timing for me even better. I knew when I was supposed to say, when I was supposed to say it. So it was definitely good practice for me, but it was amazing practice that the first time I actually get out there is with these two names. So it was amazing. But like I said, I was nervous, but then I was also anxious and I was just excited. So I didn't even really get in my bag about who I was working with. It was just like, okay, let's do it. Because I wasn't going to let them see my nervous face like that. But it was really, it was cool. It just kind of flowed.
Right. Yeah, I definitely felt that flowing, easy chemistry. Because, you know, when you see, you know, an actress working with two, sometimes you can see their nervousness and see them, you know, trying. I didn't get that at Get Her. I got that like smooth, fluid, like everyone. Yeah, that's exactly the type of. So that's awesome though, and that's a real interesting note about Will Ferrell, him being so quiet and low key. Because that surprised me because he has such a huge personality, you know, on screen. So that's
When they yelled action, he definitely was like that. But like what I do every time I go on set and I know that if I'm working with somebody that, wow, I really look up to, even with Insecure, like whenever I went on set, I was like, I always prayed. I'm very religious. And I was just like, God, just bless my mouth. Just go, when I go out there, just let you be speaking the words and you're just using my body. And every time I say that prayer, when they yell action, I just do it. And I'm like, hey, however the fans feel about it, that's how they gonna feel about it. But I know I did my best. So, and it just happened to flow.
I love that. I love that. And yes, I am not really. I do love the Lord. I give him my blessings and thanks, you know, for him giving me a chance to do this and talk to you guys. So I definitely thank you on that. As I was reading and studying on you, DomiNque, it says when you were younger you did musicals. Is that correct?
Yes, I did a lot of stage plays, main stage plays.
Now, would you be interested in doing some musicals now, like, you know, Broadway, kind of follow like how Sienna Miller, she just got done with Broadway. Is that something you want to do? Can we actually see you on the Broadway stage?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like God definitely isn't done with me. I'm just getting started. So it's so much that I want to do that I feel like it's going to happen. I just have that faith, you know, and that confidence, and definitely musicals and being on stage again is something that I definitely wanted to do. As far as right now, I'm really focused on getting my name out there more television-wise, because I always feel like it's good for an actor to have a theater background as well. You don't always have to, but sometimes it's good to kind of help your chops when you have a theater background. But you know, I mainly just was doing theater to one day be able to say, okay, now I'm on television. So I definitely want to go hard on with TV, movies, television shows, all of that. And then maybe down the line want to be like, okay, I want to get back on stage again. I want to do some musicals. But I mean, hey, even in the midst of all of the smoke with the films and television, if I get offered something to do a musical or be on stage again, I'll do that too.
Oh yeah, that would. Ooh, I
Yeah.
would love to see that. Really, I would. I feel like,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially, and I'm gonna be honest. I feel like, especially, we definitely need to see more African Americans on the Broadway stage. We have that talent,
I agree.
and I would
I agree.
love to see you do something that, that is so powerful on Broadway that
Mhm.
will open up more doors to
Yeah,
see
exactly.
African American, because I feel like there's not enough of that, and I feel like there needs to be more. We definitely have that talent. There is that demand there. Um,
Right.
so it's just it's oh, I really hope that would I would love to
Yeah,
hear.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have people that did it, like, Keke Palmer and everything
Mhm.
like that. But I just think that she, as well as a few other people, opened the door so that way a lot of us new people could really come in and just kind of dominate in that field.
Mhm.
So I'm really hoping that I at least, because I want to do it all. So,
Absolutely.
you got one life to live. So I definitely want to do it all and be at least one of those hit makers that's like, I touched the Broadway stage. I did a musical, no regrets, no held bars. So hopefully, yeah, I am able to do that and showcase more because I'm do more than acting. I dance as well. I have done singing. So that would be awesome if I could do that.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
like I said, that would be really great because again, we definitely need more of African American
Yep.
Broadway stars. We definitely do. There's not
Yep.
enough of it, and going back to, I don't think people remember, but The Wiz, they did a musical Broadway for The Wiz, and that
No, yeah.
was the highest grossing musical to premiere on TV. It was so high
Yeah.
grossing that they did an encore for it. So
Don't we bring the heat? They don't even know it. No, they know it, but they
yes,
trying to run from it. But they know we bring the heat. They know we got
exactly.
all of this talent. Yeah.
Which which
Yeah.
which
So they
brings
need to let
me
us come out.
Yeah, which brings me to a very important point here. So with everything happening in Hollywood right now, with Me Too,
Mm-hmm.
with the times up, do you feel that Hollywood will finally not only change, but finally open up those doors to women and people of color? Those doors have been closed for a while. It's slowly starting to open now that we got
Mm-hmm.
this, because like I said, Insecure, successful show. You got Black Lightning, stealing the
Mm-hmm.
ratings for CW. There is this demand there. Do you think finally Hollywood will listen and realize the hunger here?
Yeah, I think they are listening because if they wasn't, we wouldn't have even had shows like Insecure and Black Lightning and,
Mm-hmm.
Blackish and Power. I feel like they are starting to. I think that back in the 90s era, a lot of us black actors were dominating. And I think it kind of closed all of a sudden. And then you didn't really see us making a lot of hit movies and things like that. And then you saw a lot of, actors that have from the 90s that are still, and then a lot of us new people, they didn't give us a chance to shine and they wasn't really making a lot of black films. But now I think that they are starting to listen already. And they're seeing that when you put us on TV, the amount of power we have with the ratings, with everything, and how much people have been wanting to see us and miss
Mm-hmm.
us and miss the content that we bring and the funny and the drama and the stuff that we go through, how we can put it into a script and just show everybody. I think that they're finally starting to see, hey, we can bring some heat. And if you
Yes.
get some new people out there, or even just old people, whatever, you just get us all together and you just let us create our own thing in our own world, we can do some things. And we are showing that by the awards that we're winning and things of that nature. And that, like I'm saying, the shows that are coming out and how powerful they are with the ratings and how many people are watching it. I think it's definitely going to be coming out more. I think they'll definitely open doors even more so than what they're doing now, because they're
Absolutely.
giving us our accolades now, but I think it's going to be even better, I feel.
Me too. I do agree with that. And I do agree with and I didn't even think of it that way before, your earlier statement, how the 90s, yes, African Americans did dominate the television show. You had Martin, you had Living Single, you had all of these
Cosby
different,
Show,
the
yeah.
Cosby Show, a different world.
Yeah. Fresh Prince, a lot of them, Moesha.
Yeah, that's a very
Yeah,
interesting. That is, I didn't even think of it that way before. Yeah, I kind of
yeah.
makes
We
you
were
wonder.
dominating at first. And I think that now you know, and then it had came to a point where they were just having a lot of the actors from the 90s kind of portray in all of the Black films and things of that nature, which is great. We look up to those people, but we want to see new people. That's the reason why I feel like Straight Outta Compton did so well. I went to see that movie 3 times because it was so fresh and it was so much new Black talent, and it was the music and everything. I'm like, oh, we've been yearning for this because I haven't seen new people and stuff. So now you have shows like Insecure and The Power and Blackish and Black Lightning and all that that's bringing out these new faces. And then you have Netflix films that are doing that. And it's like, wow, finally we get to see a whole new batch of African-American people that are about to dominate. And I hope that we can bring back that 90s feel again where we just come and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I am right there. Like I said, I am right there with you. I didn't even think of it that way till you really just said something. Yes, we were dominant. We had all these great shows, and not only shows but movies as well.
And movies that we still act. We have people portray Friday and dress up as the characters from Friday to this day. It's like we need to bring that Black film era back again, where we make iconic movies like that, because it's no iconic movies that's Black out there now. I think like we're finally going to start bringing it back,
right?
And
that is also an important, not only bringing it back, but I also like we need to bring the Black narrative back into Hollywood. It
exactly
needs to come back, which is very interesting when I say Black narrative, because people are going to wonder what I mean when I say Black narrative. I mean Black films made by Black people, made about Black people. That's what I mean.
Exactly.
One of the reasons why I didn't see Detroit. Now I know Detroit, really great, important topic, especially about the police brutality in L.A. But it was directed by, and nothing against Catherine Bigelow. She's a great Oscar-winning director. But I do believe somebody else should have directed that movie. And this is kind of what we mean when we say Black narrative needs to be back, but it needs to be brought back up to the front force, where Black people are making movies about Black people, and it's made by Black people. That's what I definitely mean by Black narrative. It definitely needs to come back, and I definitely think we're seeing that, like I said, with Black Lightning and Black Panther. I think when Black Panther comes out, I do believe that will be such a full force.
It will, because that's what because we miss that and we yearn for that. So when you have such a Black powerful movie coming out, you see all these Black people getting together. People are saying they dressing up to go to the theater. You for what? Ain't nobody gonna see you. You ain't even at the premiere. But I was like, I'm gonna do it too.
I love that
too. I'm gonna dress up too, because that's what. But when Black people, we support each other. When we see that it's something that's Black and powerful and represents us in such a good way coming out with so much powerful Blackness in the movie, we're like, oh, we gonna support. So yeah, we definitely need that, and it's showing. Yeah, I think the Black directors are coming out, and we're gonna do a lot of big things as far as directing wise and coming up with some good ideas for us.
Absolutely. And I like I said, I am going to be one of those people that will dress up for Black Panther. I think I am.
Yeah, me too.
Robes, gonna have my crown. I'm gonna dress up. I'm full out for it. Yes.
Yes, it is coming to America in full effect in every theater in every state, and I love it.
DomiNque, I love you. You knew exactly where I was going for. You knew exactly where I was going.
I said I was going to do it too. I was like, man, how am I going to have my hair? I think I should wear it in tribal braids. Like, I'm like, where am I going? DomiNque, where are you going? You wasn't at the premiere, but it's okay. I support.
Now, what people are worried about with the success of Black Panther, because it happened with Girls Trip. Girls Trip was a very, very successful movie, but unfortunately, when it came to getting the recognition it deserved, it didn't get it. Tiffany was shut out from the Golden Globes. The movie was shut out from the Golden Globes. Why do you think that Hollywood, even though they see this success, why do you think they still hesitate to give us that recognition?
I don't know, because like I said, I feel like they're listening, but they're not fully sold yet on bringing us back the way that we used to be dominating back then. So like I said, I feel like it's getting there, but it's not there yet. So once I feel like a lot of content like that comes, I feel like you never know what Black Panther will do, and you can't go by just another successful Black movie, which Girls Trip, to be honest, a lot of films, I know in my mind, if I was a part of that film, yes, I would be a little shot down that, we didn't get the glory that we should have got, when it came to award season. But look at what we've done. Look at the people we inspired. Look at the people that saw us. Look at the careers that were made from that movie, with Tiffany Haddish. I would just be like, you know what? We won. We know we won. We know we getting gypped sometimes. So, I mean, let's just, call a spade a spade. It is what it is, because we're going to get them next time. But I think that now they're going to start, I feel like, or I hope that when they see Black Panther and they see Girls Trip and the uproar that came from that as far as not getting nominated for the things that they deserve, they'll finally start pushing us to the upfront. Because then it'll start getting obvious, like, okay, y'all are purposely not giving us what we deserve.
Exactly.
So if you don't want no smoke, then you just need to start coming on with the come on and just letting us bask in the ambience.
I agree.
So, yeah, it's getting better. I feel like it's going to get better, but very slowly but surely they're going to bring us back to where we're going to start getting the awards we deserve for all of the hard work that we put in, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely feel that too. I definitely feel that once Black Panther comes out, then Hollywood cannot ignore not only the success, but the quality, the performances. I mean, the first reviews of Black Panther already came in, and everyone's already losing their minds, saying that this movie, never seen a superhero movie like this. This movie is absolutely phenomenal, which makes me even more excited to go see this movie. But also, I wanted to get to this point where what we are seeing now, especially for 2017, 2018, a lot of women like Kerry Washington, Reese Witherspoon, they're creating their own production company to create the content they want to see in Hollywood. I know you said you wanted to focus more on films and TV, but once you get more out there and everything more and more established, would you want to one day start your own production company, follow pursuit, create contents that you want to see in Hollywood?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, I want to do it all. I'm very strategic. So, everybody's walk of life, Issa starting off from where she started off, nowhere, and then her YouTube series getting, and then now she has a name. I know for me, my testimony will probably have to be more, I'll get respected once I get more of a name. So once I get more of a name and get my face out there, God's will, I definitely want to do a lot. I would love to do a production company or pair up with another fellow actress and we start actor and we start a production company. And we definitely start writing or creating or producing films and content that we've been wanting to see out there, but they never had when we was auditioning. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to do something like that. And sometimes, if you want to get stuff done, you got to do it yourself. And a lot of times they won't be having roles for you that you've always wanted. Everybody doesn't have your mind. So you can always say, man, I want this role where I'm this and I'm that. Well, create it. You're going to have to do it because you'll be waiting a long time for somebody to be in your mind and create that same thing. Why don't you just take it and then make it your idea? So I think that definitely once I get more of a name and people start knowing me more, I would definitely love to do something like that. And I funded and created, and I have my team around me, and we go full force with it, definitely.
Yeah, and I think that'd be great. I think that would definitely be great. I do believe, especially in Hollywood, we definitely need more women leading production companies and making more content and films for women. I mean, it's why Girls Trip did so well, because they made a film for women that, no suffering, just, good old fashioned fun. And that's, kind of more what we need.
Right. And we don't need, and kudos to all of the slave films that have been made, because a lot of like the younger generation needs to see that because they don't see a lot of that. They be so tied up in social media. They don't really see the trials and tribulations that we've been going through years ago, generations ago. So they needed to see that. But now it's like, okay, now start creating some Black films like how we did in the 90s, a Poetic Justice, like a Friday, a Higher Learning, where, you're really showing us in a positive light, and they'll show some drama, but they'll show us laughing as well. So we definitely need more of that.
Yeah, and I am so glad you said that. I mean, I'm glad. Yes, I feel exactly the same way. The slave movies. I'm glad that kudos to them that it's been made, and I'm glad that hopefully that it's reached a generation and people can hopefully learn from those types of movies. But
Yeah.
I do agree that we definitely moved on. We have proven we are more than just the slavery movies. Get Out proved that.
Yeah.
It's possible for us to be more. So I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. How about we show more, Black people just having fun, just being silly, just
exactly
having time, or just having a great moment with their families. No broken families.
Yeah.
Everyone's all together, laughing, and it definitely speaks of the volumes of Hollywood, because that's what definitely a lot of people said that's why they shut out Girls Trip, was because it wasn't really about Black suffering, which is somehow Hollywood can only identify Black with Black suffering, which is not true.
Right, and it's so funny because that's how it is now. That's not how it's always been, and it's just so weird that now they want to do that. Well, I don't say now because I feel like they're going to change. I'm going to put that out there in the universe. They're going to change. They're already starting. But there was a time, recently where they just wasn't letting us live. Like, we don't want to see all of that all of the time. We actually want to see some relatable things. That's the reason why I feel like Insecure is booming, because it's showing so much of a relatable thing that we as Black and not just Black, just all cultures go through. Like, oh my gosh, I remember when I had to call this dude an F-boy. Oh my gosh, you remember when I broke up with him and we had that talk at the end? Yeah, it's like, that's what we want to see, because that's what we're going through every day, So I definitely feel like they need to start bringing back some good content of us actually just living instead of living in the past all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I agree with that, and I'm hopefully 2018 Hollywood will fully hear that, and embrace it because the demand is there, and you just can't just ignore it anymore. People are supplying this because they demand to see this. It's simple as that, So with all trying to go over the hurdles of Hollywood, like I said, you said you're trying to become more established, but you've come pretty established being on Insecure. You're working with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. What advice do you have for other up and coming actors and actresses that are trying to make it and trying to at least get where you are now?
I would say the three things that I go by that has gotten me thus far and is still trying to, that still I use to this day, is I just have faith, dedication, and patience. I feel like I needed the faith because I'm like, okay, it's not happening for me. It definitely hasn't happened for me overnight. It's been taking years and it's still taking a long time. So I'm like, okay, I have the faith that I know everything is going to work out. And I know I'm not going through all of this for nothing. And then I have dedication because you just have to keep it going. And then also patience to know that it sometimes doesn't happen overnight, but you just have to keep it going. You have to. Sometimes when you have a flower, it has to go through dirt before it becomes all beautiful and everything and soaking up all of the sun. So you just have to keep it going. It will not be easy. It will be hard. But when you get there, it's so worth it. And if you just remain humble, and it keeps you humble, like everything that you go through, it just keeps you so humble. And even if it's just with this career or any other career, I feel like it's the same steps that you need. You need dedication, you need patience, and you need faith, and you need consistency. I don't feel like you'll go through so much and then all of a sudden you just won't be it. You will be something. You just have to keep it going. I think that's the main thing I can say, is just keep it going. Yes. Take it from me. It is not easy, and you will get knocked down about 5,000 times. Forget 500. You will get knocked down about 5,000 times, and everybody will say you can't do it. But trust me, when you do it, take it from me, they be all over your phone saying how much they knew you could do it. You ain't even know that I can do it back then. Oh, okay. But I'm like I say, I think just keep it going and practice patience. If you practice those things, it definitely will happen.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that. And I really hope the Black Talent TV audience definitely takes that, because again, you can find success and you can do it. The ones who say you can't do it just don't want to see you succeed, but you are succeeding, you are shining, and it's so great to see. Not only you starring in such huge films, but starring in such a successful show like Insecure. I am so glad for your guys' success, and hopefully you guys will have many more seasons to come, because everyone, including me, is addicted to that show.
Thank you. Oh, I know. I hope Tasha returns. I'm not too sure the fate of Tasha, but regardless or not, it's a really good show. Glad to be on it, and so it's amazing. It's a hit. I wouldn't have wanted any other show to start my career, to jumpstart my career, than Insecure. It was definitely an eye opener for me. It's like, wow, it's so much more to come. So
yes,
it's an incredible show, and I'm so glad it's such a hit. I definitely feel like I was put on there for a reason to start something. So
absolutely,
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, we hope to see you back. Like I said, we definitely hope to see you back. That would be great. We hope not only to see you back, but hope to see further developments with your character. Maybe become a regular.
Yes.
We would love that. We think
wouldn't that be great? I claim that, Simone, in the name of Jesus of Nazareth.
I love it.
It's Issa's show, so it's whatever Issa wants. But wow, that would be awesome.
Well, tell Issa, here at Black Talent TV, we want you to be a regular. We think you're great. We think your words, what you say is great. You definitely have a clear head on your shoulders, and you definitely know what you want, and you're going for it. And you definitely inspire, not only me, but the young, men and women that are listening in and are continue on their grind as well. So we really do appreciate it there, DomiNque.
Thank you so much, and thank you for taking time to interview me, and I hope everybody heard me and everything like that went good.
Absolutely. Like I said, we really enjoyed talking to you. Like I said,
breath
of fresh air, and the conversation, you definitely got me thinking about some stuff I didn't even think about before. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yes. That makes me feel so good.
yes, DomiNque, one day, you said you wanted to be established. It's my dream one day to hopefully meet you face to face, do a real interview. That would be awesome.
That would be so amazing. I'm down for it. Just hit my line. And we can definitely do this. We're girlfriends now. So you can hit my line and we can do that.
Wonderful. Yes, I see lunch in our future. Let's do it.
Yes, at a nice restaurant. On you, okay? Because you're going to be the chef. So on you.
Sacrifices got to be made. You got to make money, spend money. So you got to do it.
So. Exactly. Once them sacrifices come, girl, we're going to be the stuff. Girl, we're going to be lit. Lunch on you. We'll be doing it. I'm joking.
Yeah, hey, look, I'm not mad at it. I agree.
Cool.
I'm not mad at it. But like I said, we really do appreciate you coming down and sitting with us there today, Miss DomiNque.
Thank you.
We hope to see you return on Insecure, and we're definitely going to be watching out for anything else you do. Film, music, play wise. You got the Black Talent TV support you, so we're there.
Thank you so much for your support. I need it and appreciate it.
Absolutely. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, listening to me and DomiNque. I want to thank Cost Headphones. Make sure you guys check them out at cost.com. And if you guys are interested in advertising or just coming down, sit and talk with us here at Black Talent TV, please contact us at info@blacktalentTV.com. Everyone, I've been your host, Miss DomiNque. Again, we thank you again for being here with us.
Thank you.
And Black Talent TV family, you have a beautiful day. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.